we call the old Huey the sound of hope, because once you could hear these distinct rotor blades popping in the wind, the guys that were wounded on the ground knew somebody was coming after them. So that gave them an extra boost of trying to fight for their life a little better, and because they knew they was coming out and going home.
This will be the new home for this Vietnam veteran. The Bell UH-1H model was found in the boneyard at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base in Arizona. Vietnam vet and Randall County Judge Ernie Houdashell was determined to bring it back to Amarillo.
And after everyone found out that it was a Vietnam veteran, it started to be more difficult to get it. So I called for the help of Mac Thornberry, our congressman, who is chairman of Armed Services, and asked him if he would help us procure this helicopter. And he was successful in doing that in October of 2015. And then in November of 2015, a group of us veterans, Ron Clark, Don Rex, myself, and some other helpers, we went out to Davis-Monthan Air Force Base in Tucson, and we picked it up and pulled it back to Amarillo on Gooseneck.
And then the work began to bring it back for display.
Well, this helicopter originally wound up in Vietnam in 1969, but it flew 1,800 hours. And after 1,800 hours in Vietnam, it did need to be rebuilt. And inside, on the doorpost here, there is a plaque that it says that this helicopter, that it was remanufactured at the Bell Helicopter Plant in Amarillo, Texas, and they turned it back for duty in 1971.
They was basically my transportation, and I tell you, I don't know how. They probably couldn't have done the Vietnam War without the UH-1 Huey. It would have probably been virtually impossible. They airlifted, you know, you had your slicks, you had your dusters, and you had your gunships, and all of that stuff worked hard together, kind of keep our troops safe and get through the war.
What I'm going to show you in there, Larry, is some of the rounds that come up from the ground troop shooting. If you'll look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 bullet holes that come up actually through the self-sealing fuel cells, and they probably wound up lodged up in the soundproofing and stuff.
1,624 Americans took a one-way ride on one of these helicopters and never came home. They're still missing, and about 500 of them will never be found. To me, helping restore this helicopter is a part of remembering those men that never came home.
Celebrating the Panhandle Spirit, Larry Lemmons, ABC 7 News.